So, let's be real here. We've all been in debates before. Some intelligent, and some downright stupid. I feel like it's okay to challenge someone's point of view as long as it's not hostile and doesn't come from a place of hate. However, one thing that I absolutely despise is having debates over the quality of popular media. Yeah. You see, when I was little, I used to think that Spider-Man 2 was the greatest PS2 game of all time, and whenever someone said otherwise, I'd get really mad about it. Then I grew up. I realized that that was my opinion and not an objective fact. And you know, in hindsight, I realized that it was really stupid and childish to get mad over different opinions on video games. But then, enter the internet. I would say Twitter, but honestly this problem has existed since the creation of the internet. And now, I see full-grown adults, even older than me, who have this mentality. Oh, you like that game? You must have poor taste and mental disorders. Or alternatively, oh, you hate this game? This game is awesome. You just suck, and your negative attitude is ruining this series. I've seen so many variations of these phrases throughout my time on the internet, and it honestly just makes me really sad because this is my point of view. Video games are art. And what is the ultimate goal for an art piece? It's to entertain people. Not entertain you specifically, entertain people. Not entertain you specifically, entertain people, meaning everyone. So if there's a specific art piece that doesn't entertain you, that doesn't mean it failed at being an art piece. That doesn't mean that art piece is an objectively bad art piece, because someone else could find that art piece entertaining. But Loatin, I hear you ask, what if the majority of people dislike or like that piece of media? To which I say, think for yourself and quit being a sheep. When I was little, I used to have Sonic 06 as a guilty pleasure. I recall beating the game at least 4 times before Project 06 came out and forever changed my perspective on how this game really was. Despite this, I always told people that I hated the game because that was the popular opinion, and I was scared that people would alienate me for liking a game considered to be so terrible. But later, when I grew up and started thinking for myself, I just didn't give a crap and started telling people that I liked the game anyway. I mean, I don't anymore because of Project 06, but I digress. And here's something that sounds obvious but doesn't get acknowledged enough. It's okay if someone disagrees with you on the quality of a video game. Like, yeah, it's okay to be confused by that person's point of view, but that doesn't mean that person should be degraded because of it. Opinions are like buttholes. Everyone has one, and everyone's is different when it comes to art. Like, here's the thing. My favorite game of all time is 2005's Shadow the Hedgehog. It's been my favorite game of all time for years, and it's widely considered one of the worst Sonic games in the entire series. But just because the majority of people hate it, doesn't mean I am obligated to hate it too. Because unlike those people, I actually enjoyed the game. I enjoy almost everything that game has to offer, and that is just my opinion. That doesn't mean I think the people who hate the game are idiot degenerate losers, it just means that we have different opinions on the same game. And here's the thing, if you are the type of person who gets a little upset over someone disliking a game you like or vice versa, then I really think you need to reconsider your moral philosophy. Like, think of it this way. There are so many things in the world that are worth getting mad at. Assault, hatred, racism, homophobia, transphobia, real world problems that are actually worth getting mad at. Your dog pissing on the floor is worth getting mad at. Your spouse cheating on you is worth getting mad at. Is it really worth getting mad at someone for liking or disliking a particular piece of media you may be fond of? No. The answer is no. But it doesn't really matter what I say, nor what anyone says for that matter, because people like this exist everywhere. Facebook, YouTube, Reddit, and worst of all, Twitter. Or X, but no one calls it that. And as a result of such, people start pointless flame wars that doesn't really lead to anything other than a really entertaining comment thread that you get secondhand embarrassment from. So, is there a way to deal with these kinds of people? Yes, and it's not to start a flame war with them, it's to just ignore them and continue with your day. Don't get me wrong, negative feedback can be a good thing. It helps point you in a direction that helps improve yourself. However, when you get negative feedback for your opinion on art, that's not negative feedback from a supporter of yours. That's a glorified fanboy who can't handle a different opinion. And this is why I made my review on Shadow the Hedgehog. Years ago, I would have never made a review of this game because deep down I knew I really liked it. But I also knew that the popular opinion said that this game was bad, so out of fear of basically getting bullied, I barely ever talked about it. Now look at me, I quite literally don't give a damn, and I take pride in not giving a damn. Because aside from the fact that I don't care about what other people think about me on the internet, I am allowing for myself to think for myself and not letting my opinions be determined by others. Hell, one of my least favorite game series of all time is the Zelda series. I own multiple games and I've never beaten any of them. The only one I really liked is Breath of the Wild, but I attribute that to its open world nature. But everything else I really don't like. I remember wanting to get into Ocarina of Time for a long time and then being horribly disappointed when I finally played. Never have I ever looked at more walkthroughs for a game than with Ocarina of Time, and once I got to the water temple in that game, I immediately just gave up because I knew that temple had a reputation for being ludicrously difficult, and the game was already difficult for me up to this point, so I called it quits right then and there. But hey, just because I don't like it doesn't mean that the people who do like it are idiots. In fact, I commend those who like it because they were able to see something in the game that I wasn't. It's really all about being open-minded. So, you know what? I want to hear what you guys have to say. Is there a piece of media that you like or dislike that has a fan base or hate base that you don't particularly agree with? Let me know in the comments below. It doesn't have to be a video game, it could be a book, movie, or hell, even a play for all I care. Just let me know some of your stories. Aside from that, I think that's pretty much all I have to say for today. This was kind of just a rambly video I made for the hell of it. If you want to hear more videos like this where I just ramble on like an idiot for a couple of minutes, let me know in the comments below, because I honestly don't know if this video is going to do that well with it being a commentary video and all. And I don't really do that much commentary, but I don't know. That's all I have to say for today. I'm the Loweton17. Thanks for watching.